Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Earth is a unique planet. We see so many lots of living things on this earth. But living things and non-living things both are understanding together. Living things cannot survive without non-living things. Now tell me, which are the non-living things which are very useful to the mankind or living things? Yes, you are saying. Which are the non-living things which are very necessary for the living things to survive? Non-living things. Water, very good. Then, one more. Only water is enough? Air is enough? Sunlight. Sunlight, then? Food. So these are the non-living things which are very, very essential for the living things to survive or exist on this earth. Each and every minute, every second, it depends upon air, water, soil, sunlight. Without this, it's not possible to expect living things on this earth. Even though we are non-living things, but which give lives to the living things. And many plants are also there on this earth. So many plants are there on this earth. Millions and millions of plants are present on this earth. What is the necessity of these plants to us? Which give oxygen, very good then. Then food, then any other? It gives shelter, it gives shelter, it is useful for multi-purpose. Plants are also bring rain, which balance the nature, which release oxygen, which provide medicine, food. So there are so many purposes are there from these plants. And plants are also used as a food. Can you name some plant food? Plant food. Plant food. Plant food. Plant food we are getting from plants. Vegetables, correct. What are vegetables? Fruits, then vegetables, fruits, then that's all. Greens, then we are not eating flowers. No. Animals are also consume flowers. We also eat some flowers. Cauliflower, used to prepare. Next. Cereals, correct. Then pulses. Some roots, some parts of the stem, leaves, etc. All this we are consuming. Human beings or animals which are continuously dependent upon these plants. We also consume some animal food. Can you name some animal food? Yes, animal food. Sheep. Then milk, correct. Then egg. Then butter, correct. Ghee. Then pork is not there. Pork. Mutton, chicken, fish, cereal. All these are animal food that we are consuming for our survival. We consume different kinds of plant food, animal food for our survival. My question is, Deepika, why do we consume?
For survival.
For survival. Only for survival. We consume food for survival. This is very important. Then what? To get energy. Then to be healthy. Consume all this food. So all these living things and non-living things in our environment are mutually understand each other. Without non-living things, there will be no living things. Without living things, there will be no non-living things. Both are interacting each other in this ecosystem. So my question is, what is meant by components of ecosystem? Which are the components which are involved in this ecosystem? We are living in the ecosystem, but which are the components which are living in this ecosystem? Yes, anybody? In this class, let us study about the food chain. Food chain. Don't think that foods are arranged one after the other, one after the other. Don't think like that. But scientifically, food has certain things. Naturally, it has arranged on this earth. Naturally, all living things are adjusted and they have arranged in hierarchy. They have occupied certain places, certain stages to live. This is called food chain. So, these components of ecosystem consists of two main components. Components of ecosystem consists of two main components. First is biotic components, and second, abiotic components. Biotic components are also known as living components. Abiotic constitute non-living components. Biotic components include plants, animals, bacteria, fungi, amoeba, fish. These things of all animals, all plants, millions and millions of plants and animals comes under this biotic component. Abiotic components consist of some physical and chemical factors. Physical and chemical components. Physical components like air, water, soil, sunlight, temperature, humidity. Some chemical components are also present here, salt, minerals. These are some chemical components which are also present here, together which form an environment. By the interaction between living things and the non-living things is known as environment, ecosystem. Now let us study about how biotic components are arranged on this earth. It's very important because each one of us have survived in certain stage and we have certain limits to live and we have depends upon certain kinds of food. Our food habits, food style, our lifestyle is different. So we have to understand what is meant by food chain. Can you tell me what is meant by food chain? Anybody? Anybody else? What is meant by food chain? You can tell in your common language. Yes, anybody? One animal depends on another animal for food is called food chain. But it is not a food chain. But forming a link, one organism depends on other organism depends on other organism, then this organism depends on one more organism. Like this, there will be a natural link between one organism to another organism. This is known as food chain. But scientifically we say food chain means it is a nutritional relationship between nutritional relationship between organisms in which energy get transformed from one organism to another. Food chain means it is a nutritional relationship between organisms in which energy transfer, energy. We say generally food transfer. Actually, in chemically we have to speak that energy has a transfer from one organism to another organism to another like this. Energy is get transferred from one organism to another. It forms food chain. Usually in our ecosystem, there will be up to 5 to 6 links are there. Sometimes maybe 2 or 3 links, minimum 2 to 3 links, and maximum maybe 5 to 6 links are there. Okay. I will introduce 1 or 2 food chain. One example I will give you. That grass eaten by grasshopper, then grasshopper eaten by frog, correct? Then frog is eaten by snake. That's all. Snake, eagle or hawk. We can also call it as hawk. H-A-W, hawk. In this way, from one organism to another organism, energy is transferred. The energy. I write E stands for energy. Here, grass is the main source of energy. Grass, all green plants on this earth are the main source. These are the primary source. Producers, we can also call it as producers. Grasses are also known as producers. Why they are called producers? Why they are called producers? Anybody knows? Because they synthesize the food. They produce the food. They synthesize the food. They manufacture the food. Hence, all green plants are called producers. What is the scientific name for producer? Yes. Very good. Autotrophs. Auto means self. It is also known as autotrophs. Auto means self, trophs means synthesize. Self-synthesize of food is known as autotrophs. Producers, grass are the main and the base of the food chain. Without the grass, without plant, there is no food chain at all. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. So grasshopper depends upon grass for food. And grasshopper is eaten by frog. Frog depends on grasshopper. So frog is eaten by snake like this. Each organism has some nutritional relationship. So energy transfer from lower level to higher level. This is the food chain. I will show you one example of food chain here. This is one simple food chain in which see here, grass is eaten by herbivore. Rabbit. What do you mean by herbivore? Herbivores are the animals which eat only plant products. Plant food are called herbivores. Rabbit is a herbivore. Grass is eaten by rabbits. Then rabbit is eaten by, we can mention, fox, wolf, which eat away this herbivore. This is called carnivore. Fox is called carnivore. What do you mean by carnivore? Carnivores are not. Herbivores are also animals. Which type of animals? Carnivores are animals which eat away the flesh of other animals. The flesh of other animals are called carnivores. This is one simple food chain. Grass, rabbit, and then a fox. We have only 3 leaves, 3 trophic levels. We can also mention, we can also find as T, T1, T2, and T3. Trophic level 1, trophic level 2, and trophic level 3. Each one has occupied the particular place. I will tell you an example. Fox cannot directly eat the grass. Are you agree? It indirectly eat the grass. Fox indirectly eat the plant product, but directly it won't eat the grass. So this is one simple food chain. Consists of only T1, T2, and T3 levels. I have one more food chain. It indicates that. This is the food chain in water. We can notice food chain in our ecosystem. There may be hundreds to thousands of food chains are there operating in this ecosystem, but we cannot locate. We cannot give example of all of these. Only I give you some selected example for you. This is one food chain we may notice in water. Algae is the producer. We find as a producer, means which prepare the food. Autotrophs. It is eaten by some insects. Insects are depends upon algae for food. Insects are eaten by small fishes. Small fishes are eaten by large fish. Large fish is eaten by again crane. Some birds eat away. Kingfisher also eat away the fishes. Like this, we have T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5 levels are there. First one, T1 is called producer. Just to understand, T1 level is always called producer. Remaining T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, all is called consumers. We call it as consumers. Consumers are again 2 types, herbivores and carnivores. I hope you have understood. T1, primary, basic level in a food chain is called producer. And remaining T1, T2, T3, T4 and others are called consumers. Consumers are also again classified into. So these are called consumers. Consumers are also again classified into herbivores, then carnivores. Herbivores which eat away only the plant food, plant products, which eat away only the leaves, tubes, flowers, stem, fruits. All these animals eat away only the plant food, plant products. Carnivores, I get it. Carnivores eat away only the flesh of other animals, depends upon other animals for food are called carnivores. But I will not discuss only over here, I will tell you last. So this is one food chain we can notice in water. This is the food chain we can see in the forest. Now I will ask you one question for you. You have to tell me. You have to give me one more example that food chain you can notice in your garden. Normally, food chain in your garden. This side. Emoji. Sarita, can you guess? Food chain in garden. Or food chain inside the home. Food chains are existing in all the areas on this earth. Even in a desert area also food chain, there is a food chain. Inside the ocean, in the surface of the ocean, bottom of the ocean, grassland, forest, home, garden, soil, trees. We can notice hundreds and thousands of food chains on this earth. I am asking you only one example. Give me one example which exists in your garden. Anybody? Answer. Yes, yes.
The earthworm is soil.
Earthworm. Then.
It's the plant, the soil.
Mm.
And earthworm is eaten by
Eaten by?
the birds.
Earthworm eaten by birds. Are you agree? Yes. Yes. That's all. That's all.
In the garden.
Excellent. Good, right? Food chains are again classified into three categories. We have to understand the food chain in three categories. We can notice three types of food chains. First is grazing or herbivore food chain. Grazing or herbivore. The name itself, it gives that the primary consumer is always herbivore. Primary consumer. For example, grass. Grass is eaten by cow. Then cow is eaten by tiger or lion or human being. Are you okay? Yes. Because I am using the word man, human being. Cow is eaten by human being. That's right. So this is also an example for grazing or herbivore. Okay. Grazing or herbivore animals where food chain exists. The primary consumer is always herbivore. Second is detritivores. Detritivores food chain. This is one technical name, detritivores. It means organisms, here primary consumers are eat away the leaves, wood, and also dead and decaying organic matters. Dead and decaying organic matters. Fallen leaves, wood, and the dead and decaying organic matters are eat away and form the food chain are called detritivores food chain. I will give you an example. Some organic matters are eaten by ants. Ants eaten by birds. Are you agree? Wood is eaten by termites. A termite is eaten by hen or cock. Hen or cock is eaten by shilpa. Are you agree? This is one food chain. Detritivores. Wood is eaten by termites. This termites is eaten by hen or cock. Cock is eaten by human being. This is one example. Here, the primary consumer is eat away the fallen leaves, wood, or dead and decaying organic matter. And the third type of food chain is parasitic food chain. Parasitic food chain. What do you mean by parasites? Animals which depends on other animals for what? For enjoyment? For survival. Very good, Siddha. One organism depends on another organism for food, water, and shelter is known as parasites. Can you give an example for parasite? Sarita?
Yes, sir. On cow there is some insects there, I don't know name, but on cow they will live.
Okay. Right. Anybody? Parasites. Organism which depends on other organism for food, water, and shelter. Tapeworm, yes, correct. Tapeworm. Okay. And lice, very good. Lice.
Malaria parasite.
Then leech. If in the moist area, leech, they suck the blood. Then bedbug, mosquitoes, which consume, which suck the blood from human body and they leave. They satisfy and they enjoy the human blood. Bedbug idella, it enjoy the human blood. Mosquitoes, very happy to suck the blood of human beings. This is called parasitic food chain. So, broadly we classify the food chain into three types. First one is grazing or herbivore food chain. Second is detritivores food chain, and third is parasitic food chain. Now I will show you one food chain here. This is one food chain. These are the producers, right? Green plants, all green plants. It may be the grass or it may be the algae, whatever it may be. These are the producers, and remaining are consumers. Here we have only T1, T2, and T3 levels are there. We have only T1, T2, and T3. 1, 2, 3 levels are there. Tropic level, we call it as a T for tropic level. Grass is eaten by this beautiful deer. This deer is eaten by beautiful tiger. Right? This is one simple food chain. Levels are there here. And which is the producer and which is the consumer? You are T3. Here, which is the producer? Grass is the producer. And consumers? These two are consumers, right? Okay. In this food chain, my doubt is, always I have doubt, the line is there. Herbivores are not there. What happened? Herbivores are not there. What happened? Grass is enough. Grass is there, and lions are also there. Yes, except this herbivore. What happened?
Just with grass only.
Huh? Yes.
Lion will adjust with grass only.
Lion will adjust. Never possible. Lion will not intervene, but directly it won't depend upon this grass. Food chain becomes imbalanced. Nature gets imbalanced. Nature gets imbalanced. Sit down. I have one more doubt here. Yashaswini. Sufficient grasses are there in ecosystem. Grassland is there. Several deers are also there. No carnivores. What happened?
Once the grass is consumed completely, they'll start starving and they'll get extinct.
Very good. Adjustment made by nature. Organisms are adjusted according to their food habits in the ecosystem. Suppose sufficient grass is also there, then here deer also there. These deers are eat away all the grasses. Grass will come to the end. Then number of deers are increasing. If there are no lions. If there are no lions, again there will be an imbalance in nature. Okay, nice. I will show you one more food chain. This is one food chain. Here we have. How many layers we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. We have. Which is the top carnivore here? Anybody? Top eagle. Eagle is the top carnivore, which eats the snake. Carnivore also indirectly depends upon herbivore and also producer. Indirectly, I am using the word. Eagle indirectly depends upon herbivores and also the producers. Grasses are eaten by grasshoppers, grasshopper eaten by frog, frog eaten by snake, and again it is eaten by the eagle. This is one simple food chain, T5 level, we can notice in our ecosystem. I have one more ecosystem here. Before that, I want to ask you one question here. By board. Then what is next? Naturally, man eat the board. Then come to the second food chain here. Grains are there. Grains are eaten by rat. Naturally, cat. Right? Because organisms are adjusted and adapted to the particular levels. Cat does not directly eat the grains. Cat does not directly eat the grains, but indirectly eat the grains. But it depends upon rat or food. Then here, in the third food chain, grass is eaten by camel. Camel is eaten by Noor Fatima. So grass is eaten by camel. Then camel is eaten by Noor Fatima. Human being. In the fourth food chain, we have nectar. What do you mean by nectar? The honey which is secreted in flowers. Some of the animals which depends upon nectar for food. Can you tell me here? Butterfly eaten by lizard. Here are some food chains. Fruits. Come on. Squirrel is eaten by Silent human being. Human being. Squirrel is eaten by some human beings. They kill the squirrel and they eat. Now India is very different. Next. Man. You have to help me here. Man, from the man. Some animals are suck the blood. Parasites. Can you give an example for parasite? Absorb the blood from human body. So this is one food chain. Next. Fruits are eaten by some organisms and this organism is eaten by man. Birds, yes. Fruits are eaten by some birds. For example, only birds. Bat is not animal. Flying mammal. It is eaten by man. Bat means a flying mammal. It is eaten by many people. They kill and they eat. After that, you can confirm it. Recognize and tell me what is this. You have to tell me. Algae. Okay. What is this? Algae. Why algae is green color? Because of chlorophyll. Because of chlorophyll, it's green in color. It prepares the food by releasing the sunlight, carbon dioxide. It synthesizes the food. Which are the animals which eat away this algae? Insects. Can you name one insect? Only insects? Only insects. Other than insects, nobody eats. Nowadays, medically proved that human being is also consume the algae because it is good for health. It is